Hey guys, Shiprekjim here with episode 9. So today I need a few farms and I want to automate them. You can see that I set up my first mana bean farm. I think I have it the way that I want it. So it's manual now, but I want to automate it with some golems. So I'll be working on that on camera. And then behind me, to grow the mana beans quicker, I want to use lamps of growth. Lamps of growth need Herbia Essentia. So I want to set some golems to automate that too. I'm going to work on that. And then I have, I think, one more farm that I want to get working on today, but we'll see how much time we have. So with that, I guess first I want to go over some of my Thumbcraft toys that I've been working on. So that's pretty cool. Let me show you what I've been doing. So I made a set of Thumbcraft armor for the discount, and I've pretty heavily enchanted it using BiblioCraft and my different farms, like my Blaze farm and my Enderman farm, to get the experience, obviously. BiblioCraft was to create and copy books. I'm sure you've seen that before in different people's videos, so I won't be going over that. One thing I'm having a really hard time finding is the repair one, though. So that sucks. I'm going to keep working on it until I find a repair 2 or a repair 1 book so I can copy them and put repair on everything. So these guys are pretty standard. Oh, let me switch to my other inventory, the baubles. I also created some very basic shielding because this armor is pretty bad when it comes to the actual armor part of it. Even though I got like protection 4 and fire protection, that sort of stuff. The runic shield, I had just a +5 and it was okay, but adding the extra ring and the amulet seems to have helped a whole lot when on hard difficulty. So, Thumbcraft doesn't add too many new mobs, so it's pretty much just fighting vanilla stuff. But with creepers and a bunch of skeletons shooting you, you can still survive pretty okay. So that's pretty good. I spent a lot of time working on some tools. So I got like Axe of the Stream, Pickaxe of the Core. I think I showed those last time. I built a Hoe of Growth. It's cool because when you enchant it, like the only thing you can get is repair and unbreaking. So my first shot, I got pretty good combination here. I like the Hoe of Growth because you can grow the trees in one shot, which I'll be showing in a minute because that's how I was able to convert the area into a magical forest so that I could actually plant the beans. So I'll walk through that. The other stuff I've been working on is I made a pretty good staff because I wanted to be able to carry enough viz to grab some or many. I can get up like 4 aura nodes every time I go out. So now I'm starting to have a pretty good stack of them. Let me show you. I guess they're behind me there. But it fills up pretty quick. I'll probably get a few more so that I can fill up my wand. I also created a scepter. I'll go get it now. So the scepter I just used for crafting because it has extra viz cost reduction. So that's pretty cool. It does hold 150, but that's enough to craft most things. And then I also created Oh, I didn't know this until a couple of days ago, but you can see that I have a focus in, and this is the lightning one. So that's pretty fun and pretty cool. Another reason to have the staff with the huge pile of V or Viz, whatever it is. So that's pretty good. So far, I think I have all the basic tools. I think I showed this area. I wanted it to be compact, but you can see I have pretty much all the essences here. I do have a few mana beans. You can see here I started just playing around with it, see what the rates are, see what the area effect of the lamp of growth is, those type of things. So I think my Thumbcraft workshop is coming along pretty well. And then here I'll be going over what I want to do with the herbia. So seeds produce herbia, the wheat does not. So I want to store the wheat somewhere and then put the herbia right into one of these furnaces directly. Pump the herbia into these warded jars, and then they'll keep these things grown. It seems the jars can reach pretty far. So like that lamp way over there can pull herbia from here, so that's pretty cool. And these lamps will reach all the way at least out to this line out here of beans, so that's pretty cool. I didn't do 2 layers. I know that golems can reach 2 layers, but when I filled the bottom layer, the golems had a really hard time moving in between for all the beans. So I just decided that since it's going to be running all the time, and I guess I don't need millions of beans, but I'm sure I'll have plenty. But the one thing is since I don't have some of the more advanced mods for storage, I'm still really trying to figure out how I want to store all these mana beans. The unfortunate thing is that this thing's full, but there's like 4 mana beans that don't fit in there. So there's like 58 types of mana beans or something like that, 58, 59, which is very inconvenient if you ask me. So I'm going to be working on some sort of solution for that. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's enough of me blabbing about my Thumbcraft stuff for now. Let's maybe get into getting some golems, setting up the automation, both up here and in the wheat area. And then we'll see how much time we have left. All right. So I need one more golem upgrade. I need to get, or I guess this isn't the upgrade, this is their like control mechanism. The animation core, that's what I was trying to say. I need to make another gather. So I was going to show you guys how I like to use this device. So the crucible with the alchemical construct. I'd much rather do this than having the crucible just sitting there with water. I don't know, it seems like to me much more work. So what I do is I just manually put in what essences I need using a vial. See that here? And then when you get in, as long as you got the vial there, and you can see when you have the right thing selected, it just goes through, kicks it out, and then I just kind of release this into the ether. So I'm hoping to get enough mana beans so I don't have to worry about when I have to do small amounts. Because with the vials you can only move 8, not less than 8, not more than 8, just 8. Obviously, well, in multiples of 8. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. And I guess it's bad to like release that stuff. Hopefully I'm not going to cause a problem. Alright, I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to gather the rest of my stuff. Alright, so I put down the golem, and I gave him his animation core, and then he just went crazy, and he missed replanting a couple of these. So I'm going to have to do it manually here. You can see I had to pick up a bunch. I do see that it doesn't look like he can get over here. So I may have to change the size of my farm. It's not getting over here either. Or have 2 golems. I'm going to have to see what the range of the other... Though I could upgrade him because he can actually have 3 upgrades. I do have another one. Let's see if this works. Ha! Look at that. That's cool. So he can reach everywhere now. So it looks like I'm probably going to have to get a gathered golem, which I have here. Oh, I got to get my tool. See if I can get him to put the beans in the box. Well, it appears I don't know how to do this, so I'll be right back after I figure it out. Alright guys, so when trying to figure out how to deal with all the mana beans, I decided that since I have a modded server, why not find a mod to fix my situation, but something that I feel won't be too overpowered. So I found iron chests. So now with iron chests, I have enough space to store all my mana beans. So that's going to be helpful. But we can see, got the little guy. What I was doing wrong is I forgot you got to deploy the little guy on the chest that you want him to fill. So far everything's looking pretty good. So I got to end up making one more golem. I think I'm going to go with tallow. So let me show you how I make things work here in the alchemical construct again. Throw in the Essentia. And again, go up here into the construct. Got to find the right recipe. Once you have the recipe, just select. And with the Essentia in there, it'll start cooking away. It's just that easy. I think it's way easier than using just the cauldron. And there we go. Alright, I'm back. I think I have everything I need. So I'll work on one of these at a time. Oh, I'm missing an order upgrade. Let me get that, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I needed the order upgrade on the harvest golem so that when he harvests he'll replant if he has the item. So I think this should work. Ah, so there it goes. So now I need a golem to pick up the stuff, but I think I want to have a different chest there. I can just use this one for now. Okay guys, so I don't think my wheat farm idea worked very well. I just wasn't producing enough seeds, so I think I'm going to change it up to use cactus. So I'm going to see what I could do and wonder if the golems will work better, if I'll make more Essentia, but that's what I'm going to do right now. So my plan is that, and that might not be right, is the cactus, yeah, I probably got to move these up a block. The cactus don't like to grow next to things, so let me do this. So the cactus will be here, and then if they grow one, they'll be next to this block, and then that second cactus block will pop off. And then hopefully I'll have golems running around here to pick it up. So I'm going to see what type of area I need in order to maximize this. Okay, so I think this is what I came up with. I'll have cactus on each one of these sand blocks. And I'll grab the cactus, be right back. I'm back with the cactus. There we go. I think we got them all. So I got 3 of these left. So I can see the problem using these. I'm going to have to get rid of the other two essence. So I'm going to have to work on that. I think I have an idea. Be right back. Alright, look what I came up with. It is not pretty, but when the cactus goes in here, it will then, because I labeled these alembics, the essence or essentia will go into these ones that are labeled, and then they'll be siphoned off. These are two void jars over here, so they'll fill up to 64, and then it'll keep accepting more infinitely. And obviously I have my two herba jars there. Now I just got to get my golems to pick up the cactus. They've been growing. The lamps of growth are affecting them. There's a couple over there. Once I get enough herba, I think that one will turn on. So I'm going to work on that and be right back. Alright guys, it looks like I have things working. This little golem right here is picking up any cactus that grow and break. I got that little golem there is picking up any beans that drop. We're making Essentia. I'm going to have to go out and grab some Essentia to fill this thing up to get these things moving. I'll have to see how efficient it is at keeping things growing. So I'll be working on that. But so far, so good. So guys, looks like everything's working just fine. Glad you could join me today, and hope to see you next time. This is Shiprekjim. Thanks, bye.